Welcome to my channel. I'm Christina. Every Monday I bring you light codes activation messages. So I bring through a transmission of light codes, and during that transmission I have visions and are given messages to bring through each week. And following that I also do a card reading, which is confirmation, usually works in with what I have seen in the visions. So I hope you enjoy the read this week, and if you would like to purchase the light codes, they will be available on my Etsy shop, www.etsy.com/shop/soul awakenings, and the links will be below, or you can purchase them through my website, howtoreturntolove.com. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos, and I'd love you to subscribe to my channel so that we can get these messages further out there. So we've completed the light codes for today, and the visions that came through today, it was interesting because there was a lot of banging going on in the beginning, because they're putting a swimming pool in on my roof, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and but it did stop. I asked Spirit for the banging to stop, and it did stop. But the first vision that came to me was of white-capped mountain, snow peak, white-capped mountains like the Himalayas type thing, and this really, I feel, symbolizes challenges, spiritual challenges in particular, and obstacles that we need to surpass. And the very next vision that came today after the mountains was this A-frame, big capital A. Now, I always get this symbolism for the ascension, and it's been coming for many, many years. And so this golden A-frame, great big A, was there for ages, reminding us that, that we are moving through the ascension, and that this was, part of these challenges are part of our journey of the ascension. And the vision that followed after that was a masculine and feminine, and they had their backs to me, so they were moving forward. And what was in between them, in previous weeks we've had the masculine and feminine holding hands, but they might have just been like, fingers linked type thing like this. Well, they definitely had a really good handhold grip as they were moving forward. And in between them, I could see this massive rose, which is to do with the great love, the great love energy of the great love. The vision shifted from there. Was somebody again with their back to me, and they were sitting in cross-legged lotus position, and they were shadowed. So there was this, when I say they were shadowed, they were not black, they were not grey really, but they were in like a shadow, so that I couldn't really pick them out. So this to me talks about being us, still having our shadow side of us that's still needing to work through the shadow. But what I could see in front of the person was this light appearing, this light coming forward, and it was quite an expansive light, but it was coming forward. And the vision then shifted to seeing the Buddha with his pine cone on his head, which is the awakened pineal gland, the enlightened Buddha. And he was golden, and there was this beautiful golden enlightened light around him, and he was sitting in front of the other person. And it felt very much, and it felt like teachings coming through with the light codes today. So I felt that there were some teachings of maybe listening to your Buddha self, or allowing yourself to receive those teachings through the light codes that awaken us to our Buddha self. so what came through after that was another Buddha vision, but it was a Buddha with many arms, and this Buddha is I may not be able to pronounce the name correctly, but it's Avalokitesvara, who is a bodhisattva. And the bodhisattva he's a very high level bodhisattva, and he carries the energy of compassion and hears the cries of the world. So this is, I'm just goosing all over now as I say it, that this is the energy that is coming through for us now. The energy of Avalokitesvara, bringing forward the light of compassion for us to be able to hear the cries of the world and to be able to, be there in a place of compassion, holding that place of compassion for those that are needing that help. I also, because the Buddha was there for a long time, the Buddha energy was there for a long time, and in particular, one particular mudra was just the hand being held up like this, and that particular hand being held up is called, let me find it for you, is called the Abhaya mudra. And it's about fearlessness. So I'm going to read this to you. The Abhaya in Sanskrit means fearlessness. So this mudra symbolizes protection, peace, and the dispelling of fear. And it's made with the hand held up like this, the right hand held to the shoulder height, like that, basically. That's the Abhaya or Abhaya mudra. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but you can look it up anyway on Google, and it is to do with fearlessness. And then I saw a group of Buddhas, different Buddhas, different golden Buddhas, and the one that was standing out in particular was the laughing Buddha with his hands held up, which is about prosperity and joy and, all good things basically coming forward. And he was really laughing. So there was also in amongst that somewhere, I'm not sure if it was after or before because I remembered it later, I did see the rod of Hermes. And when I saw the rod of Hermes, again, there was the energy, there was one part of the rod was in shadowed sort of color, and the other part was this very pinky, peachy color, which again is symbolic of the color of compassion and the compassion of Buddha. And that, I feel that is to say that is what is being healed. The darker side is probably the fear is being healed, and we are being carried forward with the energies of the compassion of Buddha. They are looking out for us. They are, coming forward for us and showering us with those light codes and energies of loving compassion. And I've done the cards today, and the first card is card number 23. Card number 23 being, very much about having the courage. And again, it is actually about finding that, healing the fear within us and having the courage to be in our full power, to shine our light and to be able to communicate with loving compassion. And the card itself says, bust out of your cocoon. And here she is coming out of the top of the tower. So some of you may have been going through tower moments. And the first card, I always say represents the base chakra when we do these readings. So this is the beginning here, that there may be those moments, those tower moments, and you are able to actually bust out of your cocoon, get out of that tower moment, move forward from your dark nights and fearful phases. It's time now to bust out and do things that will help you to be able to shine again. And the second card in the sacral chakra is card number 13. So a lot of transformation going on here. And the card says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. And so we saw, the white peaked capped mountains, suggesting these challenges and, things, the challenges and things that we have to go through. It is all to do with our ascension and our spiritual growth. And the big A symbolizing the ascension. And here we have in the sacral chakra here, the second card saying exactly that, transformation and spiritual transformation and time to move forward, time to ascend, time to, come forward. And there's Archangel Raziel. So the card is release, release, release all of that which is holding you back. Let go of the shadows and allow yourself to step forward into a more courageous you. And the next card in the solar plexus is the ring, which is suggesting union and the coming together. I think we may have even had this last time in the solar plexus again as well. This is like the coming together, in order to be able to bring forward our mission. So the masculine and feminine aspects of ourselves coming in union, full union within ourselves, and being able to activate them, the mission and the purpose, because the solar plexus, when you have conquered your fears and your and all your anxieties, you are then able, having mastery over your solar plexus, your missions and your purposes start to open. So this is very much about that, having found and come into full union with the masculine and the feminine within the solar plexus area there, so that you are able to step forward into your mission. And the card in the heart chakra, the energy is really with us today. I can really feel the energy is really cranking for us today. The teachers are coming in, the spiritual teachers are coming in to support us and to show us and to share the love. And that's what this card is in the heart chakra today. Card number 3, share that love. This is the love of the enlightened one. You have come into into a greater space, the energy of Avalokitesvara and the compassionate Buddhas that we are awakening within ourselves, and that energy as we receive the light codes. So missions, 3 I always say is to do with missions and to do with Christ consciousness and to do with bringing forward the light. It's to do with the joy. So this is a card number 3 in the heart. Express the joy of the heart and share that love, that beautiful divine love that is being offered to us from the Buddhas and the compassionate Buddhas up there. And in the throat chakra we have the 7 of Cups. And to me, in the throat chakra, this is suggesting choices, yes, but it is also about, yes, the choices of how we express ourselves, how we communicate with other people. Are we allowing ourselves to express our ego side or, our shadow side here? That, choose your words wisely. You can be more compassionate and more careful with your words, so as not to hurt other people. There is definitely a better choice. And so these choices, we have been given a choice to move up and to ascend and into the more compassionate side of ourselves, and to have compassion for all of those that are crying out in the world right now. And the brow chakra card today is card number 18, Konsu, lunar energies, divine timing and blood mysteries. So this is very much a card of intuition here and higher wisdom and anchoring, keeping our thoughts on more of on the wiser, more compassionate, more forgiving, more unconditional loving type part of ourselves, and being in touch with the moon and recognizing that things happen in accordance with divine timing. And the 7th card for the crown chakra today is Melchizedek, a spiritual law of attraction. So recognizing that, as we think, we also attract to ourselves. And so the higher we rise our frequencies and keep our choice of words and thoughts at a higher level, we will bring that same beautiful energy towards us and track that. So raising to a higher frequency is the key, and then we can receive what matches that frequency. We will receive all that is wherever our frequency is registered. So be careful with your thoughts, be careful with your words, because that is what you are bringing toward yourself. So the last final 2 cards, the 8th card, which is to do with the Omega chakra, and Omega is the divine feminine, message from for the divine feminine, from the divine feminine in relation to our path forward and how we're bringing forward our mission, purpose, and the direction that we are going. And we are going in the direction of freedom. Freedom, freedom, choose freedom, because this is your soul is calling out for freedom, to be able to be free and to express yourself freely, and freedom. And we haven't had the next card, we haven't had before, it hasn't come up before, and this is the Alpha Chakra card, which is the Divine Masculine, and it is relation to our soul's purpose and mission and direction. So this one is about the pathway that we take to bring this one forward. And this one is energy healing, and it's Merlin. We haven't had this one before. It hasn't come up before, but energy healing. So allowing yourself to receive the healing. And if you are contemplating, because this is to do with purpose, by the way, if you have been contemplating stepping into healing for your purpose, moving purpose forward, and it's been talking to you, and you know, this is like a confirmation card that energy healing is the direction for you. And I might as well give myself a plug. You can always tap in and catch up with me. I can take you through a very powerful process, a very powerful healing process that takes you through the ascension first and foremost, all through the process of meditation, and then all the way through into awakening to your light code, your personal light codes, and activating the light language and sacred sounds. So energy healing is what is being offered to us now to bring us forward and to receive that healing over the next 7 days. But of course it is available to us at all times, and the light codes will be available. I'll be putting the links down below, and you'll be able to receive those light codes through my website or through my Etsy shop. So beautiful message coming through for today. Again, just recapping on what the visions were. You know, there are always obstacles. There are always, there's always a mountain to climb in life, and especially on the ascension journey. But remember that this is ascension, and we can overcome those obstacles. Just stay focused, and remembering to, to continue to raise your frequency and come into balance and harmony with yourself and into full union with yourself. There's a great love that is being offered to you from the divine, and we are able to, receive at the moment from the compassionate Buddhas, and they are celebrating that we are ready to receive these light frequencies that they are showering down upon us. So that's it for me for this week. Last week I couldn't bring a transmission through because of the banging on my roof with the swimming pool going in, and but we should be full steam ahead from now on, which is great. So this is the last transmission for June, the energy of love and awakening the brow and coming forward with all of that. We're moving into a very powerful month in July of trust and trusting the process, and keep the faith, everybody. I hope to see you for the month of July, and for today, that's it for me. Over and out.